Hi guys, Amelia Abel from New Horizons Lifestyle. I want to talk about my favourite topic, and that is living a life of passion. That's easy to do when you know what your passions are, but what do you do when you're not sure about what your passions are? And that may sound like an odd question, but let me tell you, there's a lot of people that aren't actually sure what their passions are. Let's look at why we can forget or not know what our passions are. Firstly, as children, we get the opportunity to explore life, typically through play, and we find the things that we're interested in, and we tend to do them with abandon because there's no performance results attached to them. As we get older, we're then pushed into a society of performance and results with exams and so on. So we get caught into this world of numeracy, literacy, and whatever school programs the school offers. Sometimes our parents are pushing us into those activities. For example, if our parents are into martial arts, they may get their kids to go to martial arts training, and that may not be the passion for that child. If our parents are musicians or think that it would benefit us to learn a language, they may push us into after-school curriculums to learn a musical instrument or another language. And that's all great, all those skills are great, but they may not necessarily be our passions. What is it that's different about something that you're passionate about? Well, let me tell you, the big difference is that you love it. There's absolutely something about it that gives you energy, it makes you feel good about yourself, and it's something where you would say to yourself, life makes sense when I'm doing that. I feel at peace when I'm doing that, or after I've done it, I feel at peace. There's so many indicators to show whether they're your genuine passions. First and foremost, you have to have an interest in it, but not just an interest. It needs to be a strong interest, an interest where you are proactively investing in researching more about it, engaging more in it, and even spending money on it. You're investing in it in some way, shape, or form. You love doing it. So more than just learning about it and having an interest in it, you love doing it. Even if you're not good at it, there's something about it that makes you feel great when you're doing it. It energizes you, it motivates you, and you feel great doing it. The third one is you love learning more about it. You want to find out more information. You want to perfect part of that, whatever it is, whether it's, learning to do a perfect pirouette, or whether it's learning a new song on a musical instrument, you're proactively learning more about it. The other thing we talked about is there's an inner peace and an energy that comes around within you when you do it. So, as an example, if you're really tired, stressed, out of sorts, and you force yourself to go and do the activity that is your passion, the first thing you'll notice is that you start to de-stress. You're in the moment of your passion. The second thing you notice is you start to get an energy. It might not be an explosive excitement, but you start to feel this internal energy working for you, and that tired heaviness starts to drop away. So they're really good indicators. But let's have a look at a scenario where you have gotten busy with life. You've become a working mum, for example, and I speak through my own experience in that. Suddenly you're working, you are a mother and a wife, and you have these three very demanding roles. You're finding you're not doing work well enough to your standard. You don't feel like you're putting in your highest level of effort in work, nor are you putting in your highest level of effort in as a mother or a wife. and you just, quite frankly, you're just juggling between those three, not doing any of those well, there's no time to think about what you're passionate about. And quite often we're involved in that phase of life for many years. And in those years, we change as people. And by a few years into it, we've realised we haven't really given our own interests, our own passions, even our own bodies much attention in terms of fitness and health. And it's quite often you'll get to a point where you go, I'm just slaving away for things that I love. I love my job, I love my family, I love my husband, but there's nothing left for me, and I'm over it. I'm getting fatter, getting unhealthy, whatever it is. And you hit a point where you go, I'm not happy. I'm just not happy anymore. Well, that's a great place to be honest, because it's that turning point for you. But now you need to go on an adventure, a discovery journey to figure out what your passions are. Having denied yourself for so long, you may actually say, I don't even know what I'm interested in. And that's okay. It's going to be a process of elimination almost to get there. So whatever you think you're interested in, just pursue that. And you'll find that you'll either not get that same energy and excitement out of it that you thought you would, or you will. Now, here's an interesting thing. You may find that you're not super excited about it, but it's opened you up to something related that you are super excited about. So it's caused you to get on this stepping stone journey closer to your passion. And so I encourage you just to start exploring your interests and getting involved and letting yourself see where that takes you. You will find your passions, and then once you've found your passions and you've identified your values and a few other things in life, you'll start to feel happy. You'll start to feel purposeful. You'll start to feel life has meaning, and you'll start to feel life makes sense. You will enjoy life. And then from there's a whole range of things as to what you can do with your passions to integrate your whole life around that. And that's a topic for another day. But I hope that's helped you. I'd love to hear your story of your journey of identifying, discovering your passions. It would encourage me, and it's always really great to talk about it too. So have a fantastic day, and we'll speak again tomorrow.